Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. My name is Jenny, this is my channel, and in today's video we are going to be continuing with this beautiful kit from Painting Fairy. This is the one with the beautiful lily that we just started, and we already have some threads here ready to go. These are all blends. But first, just want to say again, big welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming by to hang out with me for a while again and stitch together with me. I love you guys. If you are new, I hope you'll enjoy this video. Check out that playlist. And if all of you enjoy the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that just helps other cross-stitch enthusiasts find their way to me as well. As I am filming, today is Tuesday, December 2nd. It is 4:45 in the morning, my usual filming time, as you know. All right, let's see. You know what? This is the one. I think I put this in the wrong place here. And I remember one of you telling me that, but now I don't. I'll have to go back and watch it because I don't remember which one it was supposed to be. Isn't that special? All right, so we're just going to leave that one alone for now because I'll have to figure that one out. All right, and then I think we'll continue with the ones here, the yellow one with the little U. And then if we still have time, we'll go to this one with the pink with the little vertical lines here. We'll see how much time we have. There's not a whole lot of those, but I expect we probably won't have much time anyway. But we'll do what we can do. All right, so let us go ahead and get this one strung here. In my needle, with, of course, my pretty little needle threader here. I love this. Let's see, there we go. And it's so pretty. All the sparkles. Okay, let's get zoomed back in here. All right, hopefully you have a good view. It doesn't blur too much. All right, let's see. I totally forgot about this one. I'm pretty sure I put it in the wrong spot. I don't know why I would have put it there. I don't know. I'll have to go watch the other one and see what I did. Or the last part of it anyway. Okay. Sometimes I just get to chatting away and I don't pay close enough attention to what I'm doing. Yep. All right, so let us start here. Do let me know, of course, what y'all are working on. Thank you for all of you who share in the Facebook group pictures of what you're working on. It amazes me how much some of you get done, let me tell you. I am not a really fast stitcher. And I have a lot of things that I am working on, both stamped and counted. So it takes a bit. Oh, but this one is going to be a beauty. For anybody that is new to the channel, I know we've gotten a few new people. I do have a day job. Monday through Friday, I leave the house about 5:30 in the morning, somewhere between 5:30, 5:45. And then I get home around 4:30 in the evening, which is a little better than what it was. I changed jobs, so it is a little bit better than what it had been. I get up very early because my hubby leaves earlier. So that's why we get up early, and it just gives me the perfect opportunity to do my videos when the house is quiet. You know, other than the cats. So that is why I film at this time. Otherwise, it's more problematic trying to get my filming done. One of these days, I might have to try to figure out. We do have a spare bedroom, but of course, we have it set up for guests when they come. And it's a decent size, but it does have a good size, queen size bed in it with, you know, dresser and all, TV and all that stuff for guess I'm thinking about seeing if I can fit this long table in there that I like to do my videos on, because that would give me a quieter space. But I don't know. We shall see. These are all blends that I'm working with. I had strung up 3 different symbols, and all 3 were blends. There are a lot of blends in this kit. Just, you know what, let me grab that really quick so we can remind ourselves. Okay, so on here, let me zoom out a little bit for a moment. On here it does say Floral Lily, but on the website where I purchased it, I believe it's called Blooming Lily. Let me see something. That, of course, is the gorgeous picture of what we are working on. So, so pretty. All right, and then this one, I think this one might actually have the 2 pages. Let's see. Let me pull this all out. Sorry, everybody. Give me one moment. And let's see how many colors this one had again. Because I think this is the one that, yeah, when I counted it on the floss card, there was actually like 143 colors. So go ahead and put this back. Okay. And then, just as a quick reminder, look at these beautiful colors. These colors are just amazing. All the pinks in here, it is just, let me look at it. It is crazy. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, I'm just going to put that there for the moment. Squirrel rabbi, sorry. Okay, back to stitching. I don't know how well it's going to pick up because, of course, the canvas is so colorful because it's stamped. But just how beautiful these blend colors are throughout here already. I just can't even... I just can't even imagine just what a showstopper this one's going to be when it's done. If I could get it in the hole and ever get finished. Oh, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I had recently posted in my Facebook group and on my channel here how you guys would feel if I quit doing unboxings and use the time to either do another stitch along or, you know, like a mid-month update of what I've worked on, what I've been up to. And I know many of you, definitely overwhelmingly, really like the unboxings. So at least for now, I'm going to be continuing those because I know you really enjoy them. It's not like it's hard. I mean, I typically do 1 a week of the unboxings, sometimes more when a bunch of stuff has come in at one time. But on average, just 1, and that it's not hard for me to do. And here comes Starfire, I think. Hopefully she doesn't spill my coffee again. Hold on, I'm going to hold my coffee for a minute because I see her trying to decide the best way to get up here. She's a-coming, I know she is. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. I might just change some things about how I do it. I don't know. I have to give it some more thought. But definitely for now, I'm going to be keeping it up. Because I know you guys enjoy that a lot. And I get it, believe me, because I also love unboxings. There are definitely channels I love to watch. One of my absolute favorites, of course, is Natalia over at Lovecraft Forever. I adore that lovely lady. Enjoy watching Amanda over at Amanda's Crafty Corner. There's really just so many out there, and I'm so behind on watching everybody's videos. I wish I had more time. Because there's so many I want to watch. Sometimes I'll even like save them in my watch list so I don't miss them and it doesn't get lost in the, the feed of more and more videos coming out. So sometimes I put them in there. I just need more time. Oh, I'm beginning to think maybe she gave up. I think she did. I don't know where she went. She was at the end of the table where I've shown pictures of this before in previous videos, but the way I have my table set up for filming, I have the camera arm that attaches to the table and holds my phone because that's what I use. And then I also have a clip-on light. Oh, she's back again. You can make it between there. It's not that big. Come on. You can do it. Anyway, so it's kind of convoluted at this end of the table between my clip-on light and my camera arm that holds everything. Hopefully, you know what? I got to zoom back in. I forgot to zoom you back in. Sorry, everybody. Going to be one of them days. Right, I had to move my coffee because she's trying to basically, I think she's given up on that side. She's trying to figure out a way to jump up here on the table in between that arm and the light. And I guess she didn't feel like she was going to be able to make that happen. Now she's over here. She's going to probably jump up in my chair. There. Poor little baby. I wish I could just stay home with her. She obviously wants the lovies from Mom. Yep, she just jumped up in my chair. If you hear the noises, that is Starfire. I think she's just going to lay there behind me now. We'll see what happens. I'll say one thing and she'll do another, so who knows. I was doing a video. It was yesterday. It was an unboxing video. Probably one that'll come out. You'll be watching this on Friday, so it'll probably be out the next Wednesday. She's still wanting to get up here where I'm stitching. She's trying to figure it out again. Oh my goodness, girl. I'm trying to stitch here. Do you see me? I'm busy. But, oh my gosh. She was just like in the middle of all my stuff. Look at, she's so distracting me. I didn't even get these two arms. Let me go back and grab those. Sure. You can see what I'm doing here. But, I mean, literally, right in the middle of everything. She's in that video a lot. She would get up there and lay smack dab in the middle of the canvas I'm trying to show y'all. And then just like lay her head back and look at me like, aren't I pretty? Oh, she just cracks me up big time. So I guess I'm going to have to start giving her, billing on my video too and list her as my co-host. So funny because we have 4 cats and she's the only one who does it. Now, I did notice when I think it was last Thursday, it was on Thanksgiving when I did a couple of videos. I did them later in the day because I was home, because I didn't work. And Bumblebee actually came up to mess with my stitching. And she never does, so I guess she just likes it a little later in the morning. Starfire doesn't know what to do with herself. She's given up again over here. You just never know from what end she's going to pop. Bumblebee's laid over in my chair there, my favorite big chair. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness. These are gorgeous. Any of you would like to share pictures of what you're working on, would like to join our Facebook group, if you haven't already, all the information will be in the description box down below this video. There are 2 questions that have to be answered when you apply to join. It's just how'd you hear about us and that you'll agree to the rules. That just kind of helps keep out the bots and hopefully keep our group a safe space. So that is why we do that. But we'd love to have you, love to see what you are working on. And it doesn't have to be cross stitch. If you're doing any kind of crafty goodness, you are welcome. I wish I was more crafty. I mean, I like to cross stitch. Cross stitch is my jam. I mean, when I discovered that, getting close to 2 years ago now, I think, when I discovered cross stitch, that was the bee's knees. Oh my goodness. Before that, it was diamond painting, which is what led me to cross stitch. I've explained this before for those of you who've been with me for a while. This is old news and repeated. But for everybody that's newer, I had read, I think it was the beginning of last year. It's like the end of January, beginning of February of 2024. I had read something about diamond painting had gotten its start really from cross stitch. They use the same DNC color system and all of that. And which piqued my curiosity. Of course, I'd heard of cross stitch before, but never really thought of it as something for me. But that piqued my curiosity because I absolutely love diamond painting. So here we are, almost 2 years later, and she found her way up here. Don't mess with nothing. No. All right. Let's give her her cameo. Let's zoom out here. There she is. Say good morning, Starfire. Tell everybody hi. Our friends are on here. Say hello. All right, 1 second while I get it back situated. Okay, now she's gonna lay there and purr, so if you hear noise, that's probably it. She just had to come say hello. Couldn't have a video where she doesn't say good morning to y'all. And now she's gonna stand up and try to mess around. Be good girl so I don't have to move you and feel guilty. I know she really wants me to be in my chair so she can get on my lap, and she just flops there. She'll lay there forever. 'Cause she knows the rules in this house that there's a cat on your lap, you can't move. I'm sure everybody who has cats will probably tell you that's the rule in their house. And just an update on all the outdoor cats. I remember I was telling you guys how the hubby made a couple of beds, put a couple of beds out there for the outside cats. Not our outside cats, mind you. Other people's outside cats or homeless cats. I'm not sure what they are. It's a bad thing about outdoor cats. You don't know if somebody's taking care of them or not. But he started putting dry food out there. Now he's putting wet food out there once a day when he feeds our cats. And now we have 5 cats that keep coming around. And some of them spend a good portion of their day here. and sleep in those beds that he created for them. It's just hysterical. I told him we can't afford to feed the neighborhood. But then another one will come and he just feels bad for them. Now, some of them, they look like they're being fed. They're not scrawny or skinny, so they're either being taken care of or they're good at taking care of themselves. But he still feels bad for them because they're outside. It's ours that never, ever go out, except for to go to the vet. That's the only time they go out this door, and that's in a carrier. I'm not taking any chances of anything happening to them. Now she got over in my basket, gonna mess with all my stuff over there. She's like, pay attention to me. I'm gonna mess with all your stuff. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but the blend on these threads that I'm working with right now is to die for. I can clearly see it, and just the pop and definition it gives this section is amazing. And I remember there's a lot of blends in this one, a lot. I did do an unboxing video for this one, so if anybody missed it and would like to see it, there is a unboxing of it. You can go back and catch that. I'll try to remember to link it at the end of this video. Are we going to be able to finish this with these threads? Let's see. This little section here. Oh no, now here comes, speak of the devil, here comes Bumblebee. She's looking up because she knows that Starfire got in that basket of mine. They do everything together. She probably wants to go snuggle with her. She's trying to figure out how she can get in there. Come on. Again, I'm pretty sure this is in 14 count because that's what I almost always get. Yep, she's trying to get in there on top of her, and there's not like a whole lot of room. She's going to wind up getting up here. I see her looking already. I don't know if we're going to have enough of this to do that whole section down here. I think we're going to run out. Sorry I can't do these videos longer for you guys. I don't have the time in the morning to do it, and I don't have the quiet in my day on the weekends. So 30 minutes is usually about as good as I can get, sometimes a little bit longer if I get a little early start. Earlier, I should say earlier, like my start's not already way early, right? Wish I could just do this every day. Just hang out with you guys and stitch. I'm going to be filming my floss tube probably Thursday morning, possibly Thursday and Friday morning. I say that because floss tubes can take a while, and I don't know if I'll have the time to get it all done. I'll probably try to start a little earlier on Thursday to give me a little more time to try to get it done in one shot. We'll see what happens. Share with you everything, of course, that I worked on in November. And just a little spoiler, I do have another finish. It is a small one, but it is a finish nonetheless that I love. And I will give you a little hint. It is a counted, and it was my first, I'm pretty sure it was my first time using linen fabric. And I actually liked it. At first I wasn't so sure I was going to like it because of the sloughs or whatever they call it in the fabric. But I did actually wind up really liking it. I think it's like a 28 count linen. Which for people who do the stamp, that probably sounds like, oh my gosh, how do you even see that? You're challenged sometimes on the 14 count. But it's different when it's not stamped fabric. You can see the holes easier. And I did just get myself a magnifier that you wear on your head, and came with different magnifications. I think there's 5 or 6 of them in the little case. And I'm happy to say the first one, which I guess would be the weakest one, is perfect for me. So I know this should last me a very long time, because as my eyes degenerate, I have 4 other stronger lenses. And it even has a light on it. And it was actually pretty comfortable. It's very lightweight. So we'll see. I really only need it when working on the small count fabrics. Okay, don't think we're going to make that, so let me go ahead and end this one. I don't want to call it too short. It's already pretty short now, so 1 second while I try to do the pin stitch here. Again, I did not work the fabric to soften it before putting it in the scroll front. I don't know what my problem is. I'll tell you to make sure you do it, and then I don't think to do it. But we got it. All right, so that is that one. Okay, so let's see here. How much time? Oh my gosh, we're already almost out of time, but we could get a few stitches in here. We only have a few of these anyway, so take a drink of my coffee. Put it back over here where it's easier to reach. I moved it because Starfire kept threatening to jump up here on this end. Okay. Let me know if you would like me to make a list in my videos, like in the description box, of other channels that you could, in case you're looking for more people who do these stitch and chats or unboxings and stuff. So just let me know. I would be happy to. What I would probably do is I would just make a list. I wouldn't do the link because, oops, that was wrong. Let me take that back out. Because what happens is if I do the link, which is just doing the @ symbol and their channel name, when I go to copy it for the next video, it won't do it. It just completely disappears like it's invisible. So, bless you, kitty sneezed. So I probably just do the names. That way it makes it easy to copy every time into the videos. You would just need to copy and put the @ symbol in front of it. So let me know if you would like me to do that, in case you're looking for more people who do these stitch-alongs and unboxings, I would be very happy to put those. Okay, and I think Bumblebee might come over here to be a problem. Here she comes. You hear her? All right, hold on. I got to show you because she never comes. So let me see if I can zoom out again. And there's Bumblebee. See, she looks a lot like Starfire, but less black. She has more white, less black. Here. She wants to mess with stuff over here. Let me say hello. This is Bumblebee. All right, hold on. Okay. Just had to. She doesn't hardly ever jump up here, especially this time of day. So I just had to let her say hello. Did I get a knot here? I did. Now look at. See, I'm just messing around. I'm sitting here going good this morning. And then I go and get myself a knot. Let's see. I have to make sure I remember when I put more strands up here for our stitch-alongs that I cut them in half, because these really long ones, I tend to get knots. Though I was actually pretty lucky this morning until just now. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, you should be able to see. We'll just try to grab these few here, and then I'm going to have to go ahead and go, sadly. Believe me, I'd rather hang out with you guys. But my bills say I have to go to work. It's so rude. They're so bossy. I have this one in, I'm trying to think, I think this is my, oh, look at that. I did messed it up again. I have this in, I think this is my 1.2 meter aluminum frame. It is very large. It stretches almost the length of this table. And it's not even my biggest one. I actually have, I think it's 1.5 meters. It's ridiculously large and long. And I currently have my ambi light on it, though I should just take that off and put my Swan Lake Cottage back on that one, because I'm not even sure when I'm going to start that ambi light. Ooh, but that one was a challenge for me to get the canvas on there, just because that is that frame that can be 3 different sizes. So it's basically 3 50-centimeter frames, and you can use it as 3 separate, or like 100-meter frame and 100 centimeter, or in 150, or all together for our 150. And that just makes it, though, very challenging when it's all one to get the fabric in there, especially for me, because I'm all thumbs. But I did, and I can do it again. So I may wind up, that's what I got those. If you saw the unboxing, I think it was unboxing number 2 of the large boxes from Painting Fairy. I got that wooden stretcher bar to put in the middle of that one, because that one is so long that it warps in or bends in towards the middle. So I got that wooden one to put in the middle of that, which I still haven't done, of course. And now I'm just as glad, because I think I'm going to take the ambi light out of that, because I'm not stitching it right now. And oh, what am I doing here? You know what? Let me do a pin stitch on this, because I don't have any more of those nearby. The other one is clear over here, and I do not want to jump that far. So let me do a pin stitch here. Gotta find a softer spot to get through. Hopefully I didn't go down in the same hole. Nope, good. Okay, and then we'll just come back up over here. Not there. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what I will do now, because I want to move it over here where there's more of those symbols, I will just put a knot in the end of it. Normally what I would do is I would just run it under one of these crossovers here and then do a pin stitch down through the middle of it. But that's harder for me to do when it's in a frame like this. So I'm just going to do my little knot at the end and do it that way. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and park it over here. And then sadly, I will have to bid you adieu. And I know I got it in the right spot here, so. All right, we didn't get a whole lot done, but we did get this section right here done. And this little tiny bit. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. Make sure you share with me what you are working on. And I hope you will all be very safe and always be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.